welcome to Two
Welcome,
Queens and
y'all.
Crystal Things, the podcast where we are on some manifest your life, shift your
Mhm.
mind, and raise the consciousness type of shit.
Yes.
I am Mia.
And I am Christy, and you can consider us your spiritual girlfriends for the next hour or so. They will be less than an hour today. But,
Famous last words.
okay, what did we talk about last? What was the last?
Last episode, it was 2 weeks ago actually, now that I'm thinking
Yeah,
about
because we
this.
took a look. Last week, Mia and I hadn't seen each other, it seemed like in forever. So we ended up just sitting and talking and no recording. And we're like, oh, well, next time.
5 hours later, like,
I
all
know,
right, we'll
we
do
know.
it next week.
We really needed to catch up. Like, we needed that time. So,
You know, life happens fast, you guys.
super fast. And you know, they say that time is sped up a little bit.
How do you feel? Because it definitely, I feel like the older that I get, time is so fast.
Yes.
I mean, I can't keep up.
Yes.
I don't know because we know it's relative. So, what is it about being older that makes time go so damn fast? Feel like it's
I
going
don't
by
know.
so fast.
But even like, I guess astronomers found that the Earth is moving faster, so time is moving a little bit faster. But remember when you were little, and a weekend would feel like a weekend.
Oh, for certain.
Now it feels like a blink.
It
People
feels like
ask me-
Friday and then it's Sunday.
Right? People ask me
Night.
what I did for the weekend, and I have to sit there and
cannot
look.
remember.
I'm like,
What happened?
I have to really think.
Mhm.
Anyway, y'all. So thank you for tuning in.
So you guys, look, it is we have 16 days from our recording day right now until the end of the year.
Mm-hmm. This year went by so fast.
Now this year has been a humdinger. But even with all of our lessons in this time, I still feel like it went by very fast.
It did.
But it only feels like on the other side of it.
Mm-hmm. I know, because when you're going through it, it seems like it is forever.
Oh my goodness. When you're in the middle of a lesson especially, it is moment to moment. But now, we're almost at the end of the year. So, we're going to talk about some things that we've seen, acknowledged, have happened in our own lives this year. So, Christy, what would you say your biggest, or I don't even want to say your biggest, let's say your most important lesson this year?
Learning my worth.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't believe, again, we're talking about time. I can't
Mm.
believe February is right around the corner. February is when I stepped down from my job because remember they weren't paying me.
Yep.
And I said, so it happened the first time
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't get paid for 5 months. And then it happened a second time where I didn't get paid. And it was already at the 5-month mark.
Yeah, and I want you, we're not going to say where it was,
No.
but I want you to know this was not like a mom and pop. This is a municipality.
Right, it's an institution.
Yeah, this is, yeah. So people were out here wilding. Anyway, go ahead.
And I, the second time, and I would have done it. I would have stayed until my boyfriend said something. He was like, I don't know how your bills work, but my bills need to be paid every single month. He said, I don't even know how you're living. Like, I don't know how you're surviving.
Like, I don't know how your stuff is set up.
Right.
Yeah.
And
That don't
then he
work.
said, if I were in your situation, I would have just been like, well, then until I get money, there's going to be no work.
Period.
And when he said it, and he had been saying
This is for services rendered.
Right.
People, I need you to understand. I've rendered my service. What
I
is
mean,
my pay?
on time, working late, meeting deadlines, doing extra work. And I was working like 3 different jobs in one job. So I finally got he said something, and time that he said it, it just clicked in my head.
Mm-hmm.
You were absolutely right. I'm not doing this anymore. And so I told him. And that is when I learned my worth. Because I felt like, right, because I felt like I had given so much of myself despite me being uncomfortable and despite me struggling and me being stressed, I'm giving of myself.
And you gotta think about it. What did you have to lose at this point? Normally, when an employer is paying somebody, what they have over them is your payment.
Right.
You already have not paid me for services that have already been rendered. But you ain't got shit to lose. Mm-hmm. Like, what we doing? Let's go for the gusto.
Got time today.
I got time.
But it was interesting because it wasn't until that time when I said, okay, well, until you all are ready to pay me, I'm going to pause my work. That's when things started to move.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I was starting to get phone calls from people that I would work with, like, Christy, I really value your work. You know, you really trust, whatever. And I'm just like, oh. Now you, okay.
Now you'll make you figure out.
Right. But so that was my biggest lesson, which was needed.
Mm-hmm.
But it felt good and now I got to a point where it's like, you know what? This is what I demand. Like, this is what I require. And it is what it is.
Well,
so what was your biggest lesson for this year? I know you went through some stuff this year.
Man. I think it's the deepening of a lesson, and that's faith in myself. Like I got to rock with me. I got to go my way. I got to, no matter what. When I learned that when I have conviction for something, and it's just like, it may seem like cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs for everybody else. If I follow the path that feels true to me, even if I'm blinded walking down that path, I gotta trust what feels true to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned and showed myself every time I go with me, every time. I mean, now it's just now the conviction and the faith that I have in me and what it is and what and who it is that I know that I am. Not who I think I am.
Right.
That I know that I am. That's all I can say is it's I don't even feel it necessary to defend or to make a grandiose no shade to anybody who needs to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to come out and be like, oh, you thought you knew? it is what the fuck it is. And I know who I am. And I trust myself over everything. I am. Man.
That's another huge lesson, too. I would say that's like number 2.
It's like I trust myself and love myself and know myself so well. I don't even feel like, even me saying this feels funny to me. But this is my biggest lesson, because it's just like I know I don't care what it's about nothing having to do with what I need to do for my life. Yeah. And I can't even begin. It feels good to love yourself, but man, can we talk about the weight that gets lifted off your shoulders when you release other people's expectations for you and your freaking life? Are you kidding?
Oh,
I mean, y'all, I like
gee.
it here. I'm trying
Like,
to tell y'all, this is the jam.
no, it's for
In real
real.
life.
It really is. Can I tell you? I feel like my entire life had a reset
But
once I stopped living my life based on what everyone else expected of me. I was like, wait, what is this? Wait, Christy, wait, I can make my own decisions. I can live my life according to me and still like be liked,
yeah,
or still, I mean, even getting to the point where I'm not even caring what people think about me. I tell you, it is a completely different way of life.
and it's so interesting, Chrissy, because it's not like I don't give a fuck with nobody. Like I'm, because I hear people say
Yeah, it's
that.
not like that at all.
It's there's absolutely no contention. There's no hate. There's no anger. There is no defensiveness.
Right.
I don't even know how to It's just
I just don't have it in my. I don't have it in my bank account.
It's almost like whatever coding is in the human body that makes you care about other people's feelings and what they think about you and their impression of you. It's like I recoded it.
Yeah.
Or I just took that and junked that out. Like it's really, I'm telling you,
it's very
weird.
It's peaceful, but I will also say that there's there's no more weight. You're not carrying that weight anymore. That burden that's just like, man, it's
that weight.
It's so freeing.
That's what I said. Like, no, I feel.
It's so freeing.
I can't even.
Like, it's hard to explain.
Yes.
I feel you, but it's so freeing. And then it's like once you get a taste of that, you just don't. I don't have it to give.
Why would I ever go back to carrying around other people? You got and then when you think about it, it's laughable now to me. Like, oh my goodness, you silly ghost!
Right?
Man, what were you doing?
Right?
Like, were you really walking around carrying that?
What this person over here was thinking about your life over here, and that was actually causing you to lose sleep? Really?
The audacity!
I sleep very well. Look, my boyfriend will tell you, I sleep very well at night. Very well.
The audacity. And then the other thing is because I have faith in me, like on a whole nother level, because of the tests and everything that I've been through. I sleep very well because I know my intentions are always honorable especially towards anybody else. I just won't fuck with you. Right. It's like I don't have the energy to exert anger towards you. I'm going to walk this way.
Like
I
don't fake. I don't even have energy. I'm
not gonna do the fake. Yeah. Like, for what?
No.
Like I am on a whole. When I say protect my peace.
Protect my peace.
Protect my peace at all costs.
At all costs. When I tell you, I mean, I'm perfectly. I guess I would consider myself a homebody. I don't know. Would you consider me a homebody?
Not really. You think you are. The only reason I feel like you think you're a homebody is because your partner is such not a home. He's like out and you know what I mean? He always has friends, houses to go to. It's always he's always doing something. So compared to him, it seems like you're like to be at home. But you still go out, you do stuff. But I will say you've increased your frequency of going out this year. This past year
yeah, I have.
You have been so I'm so proud of you.
I know.
Been socializing out in the streets and stuff.
I know. Who am I?
It's beautiful.
And then this new role at my job, of course, I have to go network and talk to people. But, my partner is someone who likes to talk to people. I'm like, well, once you start talking to me, I'll talk back. But in me initiating conversation. But like yesterday, I was telling him, I said, what?
You've been doing.
I think I'm starting to kind of like it.
Like, ew, I think I like people.
I know. No, I've always liked people. I just like people in small groups. But getting to know people and initiating conversation, I've gotten better with that. And you guys are very interesting.
People are fascinating.
So fascinating.
I feel like every time I'm outside, I'm watching a social experiment because we are.
Yeah.
Look, I'm like, because we are.
We are.
You want to talk a little bit about the illusion? Okay, so You guys, I often say this in jest, but I mean it. If I think about our life, this lifetime being a program, or we hear this all the time. It's a computer program. It's a simulation. It's a this. It's a that. I like to look at it as a video game.
Yep.
Okay. So what does that mean? That means we are players in a video game. However, the way I look at it is, if we're players in a video game, and before you are awoken to the I am in you, it's like you don't even have control of your controllers. Like somebody else is playing your character.
Can you explain the I am to some of the listeners?
So I would describe the I am is the oneness, the thing that is all, that we are all a part of. So if you go back to the story in the Bible when Moses asked, "Who should I say sent him?" He sent me, because what do I call myself when I'm everything? I am
right. ...
I am. Put something in there. I am that leaf. I am that flower. I am you. I am that eyelash. I am that seed on the ground. I'm that squirrel. So when people connect to, this is all a part of who I am. There is no separation between me and I am.
Yeah.
Right? Anybody and I am. So that's a short version. But when you start to realize that there is an I am, and an I am exists, that's when you take control of your controllers. So like, hold on, give me this. Let me play my character. And that's where a lot of people get to. They get to this level. They either don't wake up at all and just continue to be played. Like you are the I'm sorry. You getting played. Then you say, wait a minute, I'm the I am. Wait a minute. Start waking up, and then you say, give me my controllers.
Right.
And you're playing your character. And then there are those who decide, I want to be a God. I am in this 3D world. And I call those the people who think of it like jumping into your spirit jumping into your body and living this world. And instead of playing your controllers, you put the VR goggles on, and you are the character awakened in this journey. And I think a lot more people are putting their own VR goggles on. They're like, wait a minute, hold on, stop. Actually, no, my character's not doing that. We're doing this.
Yeah.
And they're here to experience it and to teach and to help us all be awakened to the I am that we are. So that's how I look at when I think about it being an illusion. The best way for me to describe how I see it is from a game perspective. Yeah. That's how I can simplify. It's like,
for me, it's like a play or like a movie.
Yeah.
Because when you think about a movie, every movie has a main character. You have the enemy, whatever. You have the plot, the conflict. You are the main character. We talked about this before in one of our episodes, main character energy. And when you look at it from that perspective, even the perspective that you share, it allows you to look at life from a completely different perspective. You're no longer walking like the victim. You're walking like, you know what? No, I can change this. I have to first become accountable to my shit. And when someone starts saying, this actually just happened the other day. My partner was saying that he needs to be accountable for what he's done and what he's allowed in his life, because this is the reason why certain things have happened. And so many of us want to avoid that.
I think but standing in your, taking control of your life, like seriously,
it really changes things.
It's much more of a process and a journey than I think people know until you're in it.
Right.
And the beautiful thing about it is you don't get to that point where you're like, holy crap, wait, this is a thing. This is a thing. And the beautiful thing about it is you don't get to that place until there's a point where it's like, I've gone too far. I can't unknow what I know. So you're literally standing here. This is like where, where he asked where Morpheus told Neo red or blue. This is that red or blue pill moment for people. It's like, oh, shoot. Yeah. I know it exists. Okay, wait a minute. I don't know if I really want to go down this rabbit hole for real.
See, and I'm the type, I'm sorry.
No.
I'm the type, I want to know. I don't want to, like, I'm not about to be Dorothy and Wizard of Oz with Toto. Like, and you be the person behind the curtain, showing me. No, I want to see the truth. Like, I want to know exactly what is going on so that I can better flow.
I am.
But a lot of people don't want.
Thank you.
They like to
See,
be in ignorance.
No. I was about to say, there are those who say, you know what? I don't want to know shit. I'm cool with. I actually respect that group because at least they're honest with. Hey, I know it is, but let me be what the fuck I am. Leave me alone.
I'm about to
like
enjoy
it
this
over
life.
Here. I
right.
like this space. This it's working out for me.
I can respect that too. Yeah.
Cool. So don't bring that over here. We don't care about that narrow what you talking about. Okay, we just gonna. I respect it because at least they're being honest.
Right.
And what happens oftentimes is whatever class of people is the ruling class, those are the people who are the most resistant to seeing what's really happening out here. So who's the ruling class? White men. So when people are starting to awake, they either, and this is the interesting part, they either know what's happening and they find a way to control it, or they don't know what's happening, but they benefit from the system because it's made for them. So when people when things start to open up and things start to shift a little bit, it's like, hold on, keep that shit over there because my life is good.
Right.
But when you have a ruling class, air quotes, ruling class, that is the minority, it's not going to be long. So oftentimes what happens is people who awaken are those who are not considered part of the ruling class. Because we are awakening to the fact that we've always had sovereignty over ourselves and how we create this world. And so that means now we're not following your rules because I didn't have my controllers. Mm-hmm. But now with my God self, I'm down here with my VR. God goes like, oh, that's what you think you thought.
Right.
Okay, babe, no, I know who I am. And when you have more people get to that point, there is no more ruling class because we're all sovereign beings.
Exactly.
And that is something. Think about it. If someone
Beautiful.
even hinted at,
well, and that's why
that ruling class, they're like, so actually, we hanging on by a thread. We made all this shit up.
Well, why do you think there are so many distractions? That's why I feel like there are so many distractions out there, or so many things that are like, wait, what did he say? What's going on with this person? Mm-hmm. What's going on with Kim Kardashian? What's going on with Trump? What's going on with Kanye? It's like a distraction to like, oh wait, look over here. And while you're looking over here, we're gonna do some things behind the scenes because you guys aren't paying attention.
I mean, honestly, a lot of things that happen, I look at it for the entertainment that it is.
Yeah.
Just like football and basketball. I like watching football and basketball. I'm entertained by it. It's a sport, whatever. I'm not getting into the politics. That's not. It's something I'm gonna look at as an entertainment. Mm-hmm. All the politics shit. That's Broadway. What you talking about? That's the best political theater.
It really is.
What?
It really is.
Political theater, ma'am.
It really
Are you
is.
That is a Tony, Oscar-winning performances.
But some people just take it way too seriously, though.
Can be an observer in this world. It's like, I see it for the entertainment that it is. There is absolutely nothing that happens in any of these legislative houses that has any fucking thing to do with who I am.
Facts.
So
True.
But what happens is we connect ourselves to things that are not of us. So
Yeah.
I connect myself to I'm a Republican, and so when you say that, that's and so you embody all of these characteristics that may or may not be what you came to be in this world, but that's what you decide to do.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when you have somebody else controlling your sticks. Or I'm a Democrat. So now I move the way that Democrats move because that's what I'm allowing somebody else to control my stick. So whoever has the Republican stick is running your motherfucking life. And whoever has the Democratic stick is I am
Right.
Mia.
Right.
Don't ask me who the hell I am.
Do you know friendships? Friendships have been lost because of political views.
Like,
and I was talking about this before.
On,
I mean, you are voting. It's a wing on the same plane. What's the term again?
It's a coin on. It's the same coin, different side.
Okay, and then there's also like it's just another wing on the plane. Whatever. It's all connected, you guys. That's just anyway. But
I just think, and I don't want to discourage people from doing their civic duties because we do. It's almost like when you sign up to be a part of this school that we're in.
Yeah. The Earth School.
The Earth School that we're in. There are certain things that we agree upon. Like, for instance, when everybody drives, red means stop.
Mm-hmm.
If everybody starts saying, I don't care about none of that, I'm going to just drive when the hell I want to drive. Red means go to me.
Red means go.
So the only reason red and green stoplights work is because everybody agrees to it.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I am not saying
it's like time too.
We all thank you. We all agree that this time thing exists. That's why it works.
Yeah.
So I'm not discouraging civic behavior. What I am encouraging is that we detach ourselves from allowing something outside of who we are, define who we are, and make us act in ways that are not of us. That's what I'm encouraging. I say do your civic duty and be honest with yourself. Look, if anybody asks me how to vote, if it comes down to it, civically speaking, 3D speaking, vote your tax bracket. Period. That's what wherever that falls in the, because at the end of the day, money is energy. And there's a way for me to be able to save spending towards something I'm not really in that I'm going to have to spend anyway. I'm going to vote for what's favorable for me.
Yeah.
And that decent, but I agreed to be a part of this 3D world. So that is the order of, it's like you know what I mean? It's just the order for now.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever it is what it is. So I'm just like, hey, that's just me. if you choose to engage. So I just want, I think the more that people detach themselves from allowing, allowing something that you have no control over define you. Unless you are the head of the Democratic Party and you call yourself a Democrat, and when something you're like, and these are identifiers for people. This is how they define themselves based on these parties. So whoever the whiz is, the man behind the curtain for the Democrats says, you ever see the whiz when they're walking? It's like green is the color, if you know what I mean. Then everybody changes to a green, and then they do it for all the colors. Unless you are the person up there that's screaming out what we're flagging, you are always allowing somebody else to define who you are because you chose that this is how I define me. There is not any other word on this earth to define who I am outside of Mia. Right.
And there's no other person better to define you but you.
Exactly.
And it's really interesting because, I feel like now that I've kind of matured in the spiritual space, when I even think about how someone would say, well, you should really do this, or, I really feel offended that you didn't do this, or you probably should have.
First of all, don't shit on my life, baby.
Right.
Okay?
stay in your lane.
Audacity.
Right. Stay in your
Stay
lane.
on your mat, baby.
It's like we are all in
I'm
this
my
journey.
warrior pose.
Right. Focus. How about you focus on your path? But it's so fascinating.
I'm just, it's just really, it's really interesting. I will say, and maybe it's the way that the algorithm works on social media, but I will say I feel like I am seeing an abundance of people speaking about walking in their divinity.
Oh yeah.
Like, I mean, like,
it could also be just
that's what I said. I said maybe that's the way the algorithm works,
right.
and that's what we're interested in looking at. But I mean, even people that you've known for years, seeing the way.
Oh
that,
yeah, I'm starting to see like little sparks in people,
like,
and they'll make little comments. It's like,
mm-hmm.
okay. I think I posted on one of our like 2 queens, like when people start you hear them talking about manifesting or whatever, and you're just like that Shaq pose. It's like you get excited. It's like, okay. It's like, I see you. All right, your eyes are starting to open.
And, I mean, I actually do. I genuinely get excited for people when I see them intentional about discovering who they are. Like, I get truly excited. And also because it's so beautiful, everybody's journey is so different.
So different.
It's so dynamic, and it's so relative to them.
And everyone's lesson is different.
So when they share parts of their journey, it's like honestly, it's like everybody's journey is like a Bible. So when people share their biblical life with us online,
I love that.
I feel honored and humbled to be a part of somebody's journey, because we're each so. That's what I'm saying. Like, if we are all a manifestation of Source, there's no need for us to be like each other, because he wouldn't.
Different expressions,
right? Like, we're different expressions. There wouldn't be a me if everybody was supposed to act like Christy,
because then it's boring.
Like,
right? It's
what?
Boring.
It's like, so the best. I think that's one of the highest levels of expression of our divinity is us honoring the uniqueness, our individuality, that our special sauce, whatever that is.
I love that though.
And just discovering it without trying to figure out somebody else's or what it looks like. Just like, if you take the time, just like, I'm just about to be all about what's going on with me.
About me.
What? That's some sexy shit, y'all.
It really is. And when you know someone is working on themselves, it is sexy. Or when they start to be open to like really seeing who they are, it's sexy, because it's hard as fuck.
Let a man hold himself accountable.
Yeah. Yep.
What? Oh my god.
Because it's not easy. You're basically saying, you know what?
And you're holding yourself accountable,
right?
And being vulnerable. Stop, like.
It means like, just take me right now.
Just like, to me, hey, what we talking about?
It really is.
Say less, bro.
It's sexy.
Come on.
It is.
That's beautiful.
Because it's not easy.
It don't get no finer than that. I don't care what you look like. It don't get no finer than that. That is, what? Holding yourself accountable and exercising a little humility? A little vulnerability?
Okay, so let's talk about, so we also said that we were going to talk about some stuff that's happening collectively.
Oh, yes.
So did you hear about Derek Jackson?
This is the gentleman. Listen to me. Just make sure this is the gentleman. Like, he's like a bodybuilder type brother, right?
Yes.
The one who would get on and he's always giving like advice, and then like found out he was cheating on his wife, and and then
And then they stayed together.
Right, they stayed together.
And then she put a curse on people on social media.
Oh yes, she. They were calling her the bonnet. When she came on with the bonnet. Okay, I remember.
But then recently she like actually spoke a curse on
Wait,
people.
she put.
Anyway,
so funny. Oh my goodness.
But no, he was caught with someone. Again.
You're Christy. No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was, and he filed for divorce.
And this man is still. Wait, isn't his whole platform about how to form healthy relationships?
Yes.
Like, I feel like I remember even seeing videos of him at one point, like, talking about men who cheat real tough.
Oh, he was talking about himself.
Well, no wonder he was speaking such biblical work because all he was doing was looking in the mirror.
He was basically telling on himself.
Wait, Christy, are you sure he was caught? I need to look this up.
Girl, yes.
There's no way.
Yes.
Dude, no.
Yes.
No.
You want to bet?
Wait, so he got caught again. A separate time from, recently.
Yes.
Christy, there's no way.
And he filed for divorce.
He filed or she?
He filed.
Oh, this is just, wait, hold on. I got to see this, y'all, because, I did.
So.
Come on, dude. Okay, what were you about to say?
Just things that are happening in the world. One of the things, I really feel like stuff that's been happening in the dark is starting to come to light. People are getting to the point where it's just like, you know what? I'm tired of, people are getting rid of their BBLs. So the whole fake thing where the curated life, people were saying Instagram was more like a curated platform where TikTok is more real. So TikTok is one of the reasons why people are attracted to that, because I guess especially with the pandemic, people have gotten to a point where they want to feel connected to someone who's real, not someone who's trying to floss and get on planes and buying this car.
Oh, people say
they want a real. So she must have.
Okay. Yes, I'm sorry. This motherfucker for real.
Yeah. But, I also.
Dude, you cannot be.
Basically, make sure that whatever you are preaching, you are also walking the talk, because people are watching you.
Art Basel?
Mm-hmm.
And okay, wait. Quick question. I actually kind of like this trend because this is cute. I'm noticing that, couples, the celebrity couples who are announcing their endings or whatever, they do so with, a picture of them in happier times.
Which I think is a little weird.
I don't know. I'm like, I like it, even if it's fake. I don't know. But yeah. I think I like the... man, I fucked with you for a while. We tried. It didn't work. I wish you the best.
Let's be happy.
That's
what I thought.
You know what I mean?
That's how I thought my second marriage would be. I thought we would be cordial. I thought we'd be able to. Nope. Nope. I was like, we'll be cool. Nope. But I do think that that's people want to have people think that they left on good terms and that they're mature and they're gonna just move their separate ways. But I like it.
Wait, Christy, she actually did put a curse out.
I told you.
Okay. All right. I was having one of those days where I was really cheering for the humans on this one. Come on, y'all. Damn. Fuck.
Let me get my last bit of wine. I'm supposed to be. You guys wait. Oh shit.
What was I gonna say? So Derek, what else did I see happen this week? Oh, wait, I think the last time we talked, or the time before last we recorded, you told me about the Shanquella Robinson.
Yes.
Okay, Christy. Yeah. I don't know why Christy even told me about this. Okay, because they need to just hire me to go down there and investigate this, because when I say, I could not believe that this was an actual real thing. I'm like, it has to be something else to this. There's no way. No, like, let me know something. I was just like,
And now they're coming out and saying that they scheduled the trip for the purpose of offing her.
Wait, okay. See, there's no way. I think they probably scheduled a trip to whoop her ass, but there ain't no way that they thought they was gonna kill this damn girl and that's gonna get away with. These motherfuckers ain't that bright, boo. Like, they're not. These are not.
Believe me, there are people that are still a little slow.
There's so many.
But
they
people
did
these
this
days,
all the way wrong.
But people these days, they think they can get away with stuff.
So let me tell you, with this girl, that when I say this is a unfortunate, very, very, very unfortunate incident that should serve as a lesson to everybody. And when I say, if it walk like a duck, quack like a duck, calls itself a goose, bitch, that's a motherfucking duck.
It's a duck. Trust your guts. Trust yourself.
I'm saying, like, when I say, y'all, that shit right there, I could not believe that this friend's.
Yeah. And it's just, and you really have to be careful because not everyone has the same motives, or the same intentions that you may have.
Sorry.
Some people are just jealous. Or now it's like, these people, I don't even know what to explain it or how to explain it. It's not even control. It's just like people are so material these days.
Because I'm going to tell y'all, when we say listen to your higher self, like for real, when we say listen to your higher self, if your higher self tells you that a duck can pull a truck, shut the fuck up and hook the sucker up. Okay? Listen to, I don't care if it does not sound real, if there's no way. You're like, there's no way.
Listen.
I'm like, why every time I come around this person do I get a headache? I'm like, but I like them so much. It's something, like, I want to be friends. I want to be able, they make me laugh. Y'all.
Don't do it.
Because when I tell you, there are very few people in the world who give there aren't any indication, any red flags, any yellow flags, that when something happens, that you go, I am 100,000% surprised. Like, oh my, that doesn't happen that often.
Like the guy that we were talking about, Twitch, who was found to commit suicide. Even his friends were like, that doesn't.
I'm still waiting for
the autopsy.
Something, yeah.
And I don't mind being called a conspiracy theorist. I've been called worse. And I will say I tell people that's my part-time job. Like I do enjoy, like, to me this is my entertainment. But his offing does not. It just seems suspect.
I think
when I heard it, I was like,
I don't think there's anybody who's not surprised by it. But we never know what people are going through. I do think.
No, I was surprised with Chelsea.
I always think Hollywood is just one of those places where it's very easy for you to lose yourself. So we don't. Like,
I could see that.
He was doing really well for his life, but I told you, if you make $30 million and your debts and your what it costs to live is $30 million and $1, $30 million and one, guess what? You broke.
Yeah.
So we don't know what kind of pressures was going on. The Ellen show had just stopped. Maybe he wasn't making as much money. I don't know.
But I can't imagine.
There's a part of me that's just like, it might be something to that. Y'all might want to do a little bit more digging.
And that's me. I was just like, that doesn't. And I haven't said anything. I've been very quiet, but something doesn't sound right. But I do feel that this year stuff is just coming to light. A lot of things, like the whole, did you hear about the Balenciaga campaign?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did. Girl.
Stuff like
what
that.
What did I just say? The entertainment that it, yo, come on, man. Like, what the heck? What?
And that type of stuff has been happening for ages.
Certain stuff like that. When I saw it like come up on on the IG feed. Once again, I'm like, this is a joke. I'm like, they didn't do that. And I'm like, this. So then I started going to what reliable sources I'm like, wait, this. I never believe because it's so fucking outrageous. I know. And you're like, there must be something else to this. This is not that. You know what I mean? Like somebody
really is that stupid.
Somebody will take something out of context and be like, okay, that was from 2001 when they did a partnership with the teddy bear company. You never know. Okay. Right. I was like, there's no way that's what this is. I'm like, there's no freaking way that this ad got through the multitude of people, and I was like, so I knew it was false. I was like, it gotta be fake. And I kept looking, I'm like, no, this is. I said, oh, this can't even be real. Like, y'all really don't give a fuck, huh?
It's getting to the point where
y'all ain't even trying to hide this,
and they're not.
Wow.
It's like, you know what? Fuck it. This is how we are. This is what I like. This is. And then you think about, I mean, I've shared this with you before too, pedophiles even want to have rights now.
Yep.
And it's like, you have to really, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I think.
Christy, these people are, it's a trip out here. Mm-mm.
It really is. But I really do like things are starting to dismantle. Like the Queen died. There are things like I feel like the structure is starting to fall apart.
Mm-hmm.
There are fractures in the structure that was created. Created to build this system, and now those structures are starting to fall apart. So that's just how I feel.
I'm looking up the 5 most shocking things in 2022. 7 of the most pop culture viral moments. Oh, wait. I forgot about viral moments. Again, all of the I do feel like some January through August went by really fast. I don't know what something was that just. Yeah, I just looked up and it was like I just looked up and it was the end of the summer, and I was like, wait, I'm still. I mean, I felt like I was talking about, oh man, I'm gonna have a great summer, and then like all of a sudden it was the end. What happened?
I don't know. Time has literally gone by so fast.
I'm gonna ask Christy. She's gonna expose her. What do you think about the supposed? Because it's reporting from people rise in unexpected deaths. These are the blue ones.
Unexpected deaths?
Oh,
deaths.
Yes,
deaths.
DEATH.
Oh, well. Let me massage my throat. Well, I mean, of course, and I don't know if there's an algorithm with these podcasts, but I do think that it has something to do with the vaccine. I did have the vaccine, and there was a scientist that I think works with Moderna that came out and admitted that it does shift your DNA or change your DNA. But we are a sovereign being, as Mia said earlier, and I fully believe that I can shift the fuck back. And I can, whatever intentions were behind that will not affect me. And like Mia says, clear, cancel, delete.
Man,
I do not receive it.
I do not consent.
I do not consent.
I do not consent. Whatever Whatever you think
Right.
you
It's
thought
like,
you
no,
thought you
thank
was gonna
you.
do, like my body, we
My
good. We talk.
like
We
I
got
know,
our own
right.
thing.
I know me. I know my body. My body is good, and I will take care of myself. And that's probably why I just have this thing with herbs and, 'cause, anyway. But yeah, we're at 50 minutes now.
Oh, that's okay.
Not
Wait a
bad.
minute, hold on.
But I'm gonna have to go home. So
I was gonna ask you something, and it just crap. You guys, I'm going to we're going to post. I'm going to do it right now. Where's my phone?
Oh yeah,
I'm
we
gonna
gotta do
put
a reel.
poll on. I want to ask you guys what is. Yes, I ask you guys what's your biggest lesson of 2022.
Yes, tell us. We want to know.
And we're gonna
Because
in our last episode of the year, because we're gonna talk about closing out your year. We're gonna talk about getting ready for the next year.
Setting intentions.
Setting intentions.
Mm-hmm.
So we would like to share all of you guys' some of you guys' biggest lessons of 2022. So please go follow us on our IG.
Oh yeah, maybe we can do like a real
Two Queens Crystal things. Yes, that's what I'm saying. So what was your biggest lesson?
Yeah.
In 2022. Okay, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Go to our IG page so you can fill out our poll. I'm doing it right now.
Peace, light, love, and